little stretch because we're all cooped up and stressed. So it's a double whammy on our body. And we're just gonna breathe for a little while. So starting off just seated, however that is for you, what's comfortable. You can sit cross-legged on your feet. If it's really uncomfortable, an advice too, you can have a pillow. Doesn't have to be a meditation pillow, but any kind of pillow, or a little yoga block or a book or something where your hips are propped up. If your knees are lower than your hips, and then it's less likely that they will go numb from being asleep or something. But either way, and if it becomes uncomfortable in position, just wiggle around. So to start, go ahead and close our eyes or just soften our gaze. We're just going to bring our awareness inward, just noticing our posture, the alignment in our spine, placement of our shoulders, and maybe how the placement of the shoulders affects the placement of the arms and the hands. Noticing your sit bones and your legs, the parts of your body that's touching the floor. Notice the parts of your body that's feeling the cool air from the room. If you're in short sleeves or if you're in long sleeves, maybe your hands or your face. And then bringing your awareness to the movement that happens as you breathe. Studying what parts of your body expands as you breathe in, and what happens as you breathe out. And then we're slowly going to take deeper, fuller breaths. Just think of the lungs as balloons where the air is going evenly into all sides. And as you exhale, just deflating those balloons, letting everything come pulling towards the center of your being. And maybe if it's helpful, it's as if there's a string on the tip of your head that's giving you a soft little tug towards the ceiling, just elongating your spine so you can create more space with the expansions of the ribs. Take another inhale and really lift and lengthen through the head. And then exhale, take your right ear to your right shoulder, stretching the left side of your neck. And it doesn't matter if your eyes are closed, you're just trying to stay with an awareness of your body throughout this practice. Noticing where you feel the stretch. And if you'd like, you can reach the left arm out to the side, maybe touching the fingertips to the floor, or maybe just reaching towards so you can feel the stretch potentially getting longer or deeper into your shoulder as well. And if you really want a deeper stretch, you can even take your right hand, put it onto the left side of your head, and just kind of put a little bit of pressure, pulling your right ear closer to the right shoulder or the floor. And release that right hand. And give a little bit of soft movement forward and back with your head, as if you're shaking your head yes. And that little movement can work as a massage onto your neck. And then we'll take an inhale, lift everything back up, head in between the shoulder blades, left arm back. And then exhale, take the left ear to the left side. A lot of times our jawline or our shoulders might clench up. Again, engaging these muscles, just soften them as much as you can. And if you'd like, you can take the right hand out to the side. These soft little neck movements can kind of show us how connected our body is. The face gets tight and the head moves. The arm extends and the further there's a stretch. And take the left hand up if you did that on the other side. And then release the left hand. And then furthering the stretch by that soft movement. And if any of the things that I'm saying feels weird, you don't have to do it. You're just using it as a chance to explore what it feels like, really. And inhale, head comes back up in between your shoulder blades, and then we'll go into full circle. So as you exhale, your chin is down towards your chest, and as you inhale is when your head is lifted up towards the ceiling. And try to make this motion as big as you can, big circles, going at a rate that works for you. Slow or fast. Just breathing and moving. And then go into the opposite direction with your head in your circles. And then head comes back up in between your shoulders. And then we'll move our shoulders. So as you inhale, bringing them up towards your ears. And then as you exhale, drawing them down and even pressing your shoulder blades together a little bit. And as you come up, they're kind of rolling forward. And as you exhale, they're rolling back. You're pushing your chest up. Making the motion as dramatic as you feel comfortable with to get as much movement as we can into the shoulder blades. The shoulders will get really tight and get knots in them more so than other areas of our body, not only because we hold stress there, but also because it's the only place in your body where you have a lateral flow. You know, you have a flow going from side to side instead of just up and down as well. So, gotta move it around. Whatever feels good. And then letting the shoulders get heavy. And then we'll take the right hand either aligned with the hip or somewhere between the hip and the knee. Just slide it out to the right hand side as far as you would like so that you feel a stretch on the left side of your torso. If you want to further the stretch into more of your upper body, you can reach the left arm over your head. You can either let your head hang or if you want to gaze at your left hand. Just trying to keep the chest wide and open, so not caving in into the front. So lifting the chest. We're always trying to have that proud, strong chest. And inhale, lift back up. And we'll just exhale right into the other side, taking the right arm up if you did it on the other side. And we might also notice as we reach towards the left, the right sit bone wants to come up off the floor. So really pressing into that left arm, pushing that right sit bone so we really feel the stretch and not just moving our body. We'll do it one more on each side. Take an inhale and then exhale. Left side reaches. And see if you can breathe just as much into your right lung as you are your left. So we're still trying to not just cave in. Always finding length and space. Inhale up and exhale. Last side. Reaching with the right arm. Breathing wide breaths. Inhale, come back up. And then we'll just twist to the right. So take the right hand behind you, left arm somewhere onto the right leg, keeping the spine lifted, and then gaze over the right shoulder. So you're feeling the twist all the way into the neck. Keeping the shoulders as far down as you can as your chest stays lifted. Maybe it's even helpful to think that there's a string in the middle of your chest as well. That's also giving you a tiny little lift. It's like we're a puppet. Now exhale, release. Take the other side. I like to take a big inhale and then twist on the exhale. And you can follow your breath to get deeper into the pose with that. So every inhale, finding a little bit more length in your spine, emphasizing those strings getting a little tug. And then as you exhale, you can twist maybe a little bit more with all that extra space you created. And then exhale, release. We'll do one more on each side because that really feels good. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the chest, shoulders are down. Exhale, twist to the right, keeping your spine lifted. Your right hand can be behind you, but just trying to keep it still. The strength of the torso is pulling you up instead of folding in. Exhale, release. Take one more big breath, inhale. And then exhale, twist to the left. We're trying to feel all of these twists as much into our upper back as we can. So our lumbar spine doesn't really need to do the twisting. We really want to feel it in our ribs, really. That part of our spine. Exhale, release. Still feeling a little tension in my shoulders, so let's go ahead and take this right arm. And first you'll just reach it over to the left-hand side. Everybody's probably at least seen somebody do this with athletes or something. But with that left hand, you can either just place it or you can kind of pull the right arm a little bit with it just to try to get some space or stretch into the shoulder. And release. And we'll do the other one. Just we're lifting with the left arm. And notice the shoulder might want to really come up high. Try to keep it down, but pulling it to this side. Constant thing we have to remind ourselves. The shoulders want to do everything. They want to be involved with everything. You have to tell them to calm down. Exhale, release. And then we'll take the right arm, reaching up where the palm is still going to face towards you, but then you take the hand behind you. So kind of like this. And then you can either grab the right elbow with the left hand and kind of pull it closer to your head, maybe bringing the hand further down. If you don't feel a stretch there, you could reach behind you with the left arm and pull that way. But either way, your right arm is behind you. You should feel it onto your shoulder, maybe your armpit. Keeping the spine lifted for the next few breaths. Let the power of the neck lift your head a little bit, pushing some pressure into that stretch, but not too much. Soften the face. Exhale, release. Other side. Left arm lifts up, then the elbow, palm is facing towards you. Right arm comes to wherever it did on the other side, or the left arm did. And then just let your head be heavy for a few breaths. Noticing each stretch. So really studying, where does it begin? Where does it end? What parts of your body are affected by the pose? And slowly starting to use the power of the neck, lifting and lengthening. And as soon as we start to look up, our lines in our forehead wants to really engage. So try to soften the face. And then exhale, release. Take another deep, full breath, really lengthen through the spine. And if you'd like, you can bring your palms together in front of your heart center. If not, just let them hang out by your legs. But just kind of sealing in the practice, just gathering your thoughts once again. Some people like to set an intention here, just like what you want to come back to. Kind of like a mini goal, like I want to come back to groundedness. Because it's been really chaotic lately, and so anytime that I can remind myself to get grounded, then that might be helpful. So maybe something different works for you. Either way, kind of holding that thought and then bowing forward as if your teacup just pouring out. Namaste.